Growing up, my faith was non-existent. I came from a broken home with parents who were addicted to drugs and alcohol, and always gone, which left me and my older sister to fend for ourselves majority of the time. When I was 8 years old, my sister and I got put into the system. We moved around a bit till we got to the home in which I'm adopted to now. Not only was it hard to move into a town where no one looked like you, it was hard to get used to living in a house that had a present adult and provided for me. After a while, everything felt too good to be true, so I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop. I thought that if I were bad, they'd send me away and separate me from my sister. Although no one ever told me as such, that's what I felt like. So slowly, I started to become more quiet and shy, and fear that I was being too loud. I started to be a people pleaser to not cause any problems in the house. As I grew older and was forced to go to church, I began to get very angry at God for the situation I was in. Then it slowly faded to me not believing in God at all, because I couldn't fathom a God could keep someone from their own parents and make me go through everything that I did. One of the hardest moments for me was 8th grade. Not only was it my last visit to see my parents, but it was also the time where my parents had to go to court and fight for us. They had to take a test and make sure they were sober and had to make sure they had jobs. They promised us on our last visit that they were going to go and fight for us. So imagine my surprise when I got home from school, not only finding out that I wasn't going back home with them, but they didn't even go and try to get us back. And then they finally got a hold of my parents and they said that they just couldn't do it. The people who were supposed to be there for me wasn't. I felt like I wasn't worth anything and that I wasn't worthy of love. Through encounters, small groups, and going on a missions trip, I realized what was missing in my life, which was a relationship with God. Through encounter, and then later on when I was invited to the winter retreat, I kept hearing about forgiveness and letting go, which it confirmed to me that's what I truly needed to do. Although yes, I needed to hear it, it hurt a lot. I held on to this hurt and this anger for so many years because I felt like my parents deserved it. I felt torn because the way he spoke at the retreat made me realize that even though they hurt me, it should have been there for me. They are also human who make mistakes and God loves them too. God has worked through me so much, not only with my faith, but with my relationships with my family. God has helped me realize that me thinking I didn't belong was just from the enemy trying to keep me as isolated from those who loved me. God knew that I needed people around me who cared about me and looked out for me. An example of this was my adoptive parent has prayed for years for God to put someone into my path to help me lead me back to him, which was Sarah, which helped me realize that you don't have to be connected through blood to be family. Although through my life I have hurt a lot, I have also grown a lot. I had the choice to either let my past make me or let it break me. I can't keep letting my past hurt me and hold me back, so I let it go to the Lord. I know he can use my story for those around me. God has kept me safe. He has put people in my life who have brought me out of dark places, and I will also use my story to help others in the foster care system.